All right, so you can see that your RSI is in your entry time frame is above 50. Let me tell you something. Always have a buy entry time frame system. That's what is called buy entry time frame system. I'm not sure you guys will have heard that before. Buy entry time frame system. What do I mean? Let your entry time frame be 2. Don't enter on single time frame. These are some of the secrets in this business that many people don't know. And many people, because many people don't know, they will not also tell you. There's what is called by entry time frame system. Go to any book, you will not see it. You will find this only in my book when it is published. All right? You are going to have a time frame for your entry. Don't enter on single time frame. Like myself, my entry time frame is H4. And then H1. That's all. These are my 2 entry systems, two time frame for my entry. What am I going to look for in H4? Number 1, I want to get the setup. Look at it. The setup is there. I have this corrective move is over. It's a corrective move. It's an expanded flat. It's over. After I expanded flat, I had an impulse and I have to cut. So by setup on these 4 hours, I'm okay. I'm good to go. Marked. I'll mark it. Next thing I want to check on 4 hours is that this breakout, does it have a bullish strength on RSI? I want to check the RSI. Is this on RSI? I want to check it. Is it there? Is it there?
Yes.
Correct. So,
yes.
Since it's there, since you can see clearly that there is strength on RSI on 4 hours. Good. Mr. 4 hours is done with his job. I'm okay with 4 hours. I'm okay. Do you know the job of H1?
No.
H1 is not meant to look for the strength on the RSI. H1 is meant to reset to the downside on stochastic. Back to H1. You want to see that although the market is a buy market, you are not buying when the market is pulling back, it's selling. Do you notice something? I'm going to show you something right away. Boom. Do you know that at this level, I am not afraid to enter the market? I am not afraid. I'll show you something.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see this level? Do you see that level?
Yes, sir.
Correct. I am not afraid at that level. Some people will tell you, oh, the move has gone. Oh, the move has gone. Oh, yesterday, I entered here. I caught this trade when it was here. I'll show you now. What we are learning here can change somebody's life. This is entry system. I entered yesterday. Why? On my 1 hour, on my 4 hours, there is strength to the upside. On 1 hour, there is reset to the low. What did I do? I pulled the trigger. That was my first buy yesterday. Made bastard money yesterday. I closed everything. This morning I came. There is this strength in H4. All right. There is this strength in H4. And what did I do? I come to H1 and see a reset to the low. I saw a perfect reset to the low. Look at it. I pulled the trigger again. Can you see? I pulled again. Because Elliott wave is a difference of the it is undeniable fact. I have used all methodology, all guidelines. There is no one that can give me accurate focus of the market like Elliott wave theory. So if Elliott wave theory has given me has given me a perfect setup here. And I'm using this indicator to know the precise level to enter.
Not one question. Sorry, one thing. We're hardly hearing you. Your volume is very, very low, please.
Oh, very low.
Yes, very low. We can hardly hear you.
Okay. What of now? Can you hear me better?
No, it's the same.
The same?
Yep.
Oh God.
And guys, anyone else, please mute yourselves because we can't hear him well if we have background noise from you. There are some people who aren't muted. Thank you.
So can you hear me better now?
A bit better. A bit better. You're gonna have to shout like in a public meeting.
Okay, I can hear you, no problem. I will shout.
Okay. I can hear you a bit better. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, so you can see. What am I talking about? So I saw a perfect reset to the low, and I pulled the trigger. So at this point, I'm not afraid of any pullback. I'm not afraid of any candle coming down. Why am I not afraid of any candle coming down? Because this gentleman in H4 has told me we are powerfully bullish to the upside. Alright? Look at it. The RSI is powerfully bullish. It's above 50. He's telling me that there is strength in this market to the upside. That any strength to the downside now will not happen. And if there is any candle that is to come down at that level, it's a pullback. And a pullback is different from reversal. When we are seeing if it's going to be a reversal, the indicators will tell us that this is a reversal. But because we have just broke out from a consolidation area, we are on continuation to the upside. And this upside, guys, it's not going to be less than 1,000 to 2,000 pips to the upside. I'm telling you, with confidence. Go and write it down. It's not going to be more than 2,000 pips to the upside, because this is very clear. You can see from this level to this level, drop it down here. Anywhere you see 100% retracement, that is the target. That is the target. Where is it? Between 100 and 123%. Yeah. This is the target. This is where this player is going. That's the next destination. And if you look at it, from the present level of 13,227 to 15,205, this is 3,000 people to the upside. That is where we are going. Alright? So that is just that. I hope you have understood how to use RSI. Yeah. So any other question before I use another example? Maybe one more example so that we'll be clear about it. Let's use our trade on Euro CHF. Euro CHF. I hope everybody got into this trade. Mr. Mark, did you get in?
Yes, I'm in it. Yes, sir.
Let's look at Euro CHF. It was a buy stop idea and it has activated. And one thing I want you guys to know is that when you get into a trade, all right, especially maybe you use buy stop or other stuff, initially it's going to struggle to pick up. All right, initially it's going to struggle to pick up, but at the time it's struggling to pick up, do not worry yourself. You have checked every other thing. Make sure you do not over leverage or over risk your account. Forget about it. It will move. It will do what? It will move. Okay. Now let's check. Let's check Euro CHF. What do I do? Well, here I don't analyze from weekly to daily to 4 hours and H1. I do that for my students. All right. But here I just go straight to my entry and tell you what I'm doing. Okay. The essence of this chat or this webinar is not to teach you theory or all those things. No, just the practical application of the theory. We just look at it and how we can all benefit from it. Okay, so let's go to H4. Or before you go to H4, I have a structure here that is very, very nice. Okay, I have a move here and I have a correction. Initially, we expected the correction to come down, but because of the way it is going, coupled with the fact that today is the beginning of first quarter and a second quarter in the year. All right. Today is the beginning of second quarter. Apart from that, today is also the beginning of the month. So you expect many peers that has been consolidated to break out to the upside. It's really a decision day, and that's why you see a bit of momentum in the market in the morning. So now let's proceed. So you go to H4. What do you see in H4 in this market? What do you see in H4? H4 is above 50, right? It's powerfully above 50. It's about 67. And what does that tell me? That tells me that the momentum for the upside is there. All right? The momentum for the upside is there. Okay? It just tells me that the momentum to the upside is there. That's what we are saying here. And I'll say after you have confirmed that you have a strong momentum in H4, first you have checked your structure is complete and it's okay. Second, you come to H4 momentum by looking at your relative strength index. After you are done with your RSI, you step it down on 1 hour. Okay, and check whether there was a reset to the low. Okay, and you can see here there was a reset to the low. Look at it here. This is your entry. This is a reset to the low here. Can you see? There's a reset to the low. There is an entry here. And you know, in other guideline, they tell you this is resistance. Don't enter. This is resistance. But we are having a confirmation that we have had a three-wave move. Let me show you. 1, 2, 3. Okay? 1, 2. This 3 will be the end of the correction. That this is the move. 1, 2, 3 up. 1, 2, 3 down. We are expecting 1, 2, 3 up. At least we must even get here before we start doing maybe sideways correction and preparing for a move to the upside. We must even come up here to get the length of this wave here. We must get it here. Yes, by rule, we must get it. Let me show you something. If you have a move like this, all right, then after this move, I'll just show you. You now have a move this way. 1, 2, 3. Then if you are having 1, 2, 3 to the upside, and you are having 1, 2, 3 correction, just know that you are going to have another 1, 2, 3 that's equal to this one. This is equal to this. Then if you are going to come down, you come down sharply. If you are not going to come down, then you are now correcting here. That is the trick. Once you are correcting here, you know that it's bye-bye. You are not going downside again, upside, straight. I've used the pattern and what I've just showed you. What I've just showed you is exactly what we are seeing here in Euro CHF. You have 1, 2, 3 move to the downside. All right, W, X, and Y. Or no, it's ABC because this one is 5 waves. ABC. Okay, and then you have another 3 waves up. And after, instead of you to do 3 waves down, it's now correcting by 3 waves here. What is it telling you? It's telling you that the move that you have here, you need to repeat it here. And that's what is happening. Boom. Then, if it has broken this level, 2 things will happen. It's either it come back sharply and break this low, so that you have this structure. and you remove upside, you resume upside again. So that you have it this way, or if it's correcting like this way, know that the down move will not be possible. You are on your way to the upside from here. Can you see? This is how we look at the chart. This is how we look at what? The chart. Also use RSI and stochastic to get your entry point. Alright? Quickly card. Some of the pairs that. So this pair is going to break down. It's going to break down. It's coming to weekly low. Okay? It's coming to what? Weekly low. Here. Coming here. This is the structure. At this move. We want this structure. We want this to come down. And then this one. This we are not going to miss. We are going to swing it. Alright? We are not going to miss this piece. We will definitely swing it. But before then, this move must come down. Since we have seen that it must come down, we now go and check 4 hours. Let's check the setup in 4 hours. And it carries a very clear setup in 4 hours. When I look at it, I say, this is a clear setup. But unfortunately, there is no strong momentum for the downside. Okay? There's no strong momentum. This is already an expanding flat. Okay? It's an expanding flat. And you see originating impulse here. Then you see correction here. This correction will break down. I have already placed a sell stop here because I don't know when it's going to break down. But anytime it breaks down, let it go with me because I know anything that makes this pair to break here, anything that makes it to break down here, is not coming back to this level again. So I have given myself 100 pips stop loss, mind you, 100 pips. So I've entered sell stop. I've inputted sell stop at 1.72. 1.7290. Alright, that's low here. And I'll put my stop loss here at 73.90. 1.7390. That is 100 pip stop loss. But I'm targeting 1.66. 6600. That's about 690, close to 700 pips to the downside. That's what I'm expecting. Just one position. That's what I've done here. Because I know anything that makes this pair to break here, to break this consolidation area here, is bye-bye. It's not coming here again. It's coming down. It's going to come down, come down. It's going to come down, correct, come down, correct, come down, until it hit that level. Alright? So, that is a GBP card. Let's look at GBP USD. So I had this setup here, but this setup is validated. I have to make some adjustments because whenever there is no volume in the market, the market tends to be in correction for several period of time. And the correction that it will do will create what is called a complex corrective structure. Alright? So you just have to be patient for a complex corrective structure. You have this move, you could have this, you could have this. This one could break up to the upside. This one comes this way, this one comes here. This is a complete structure, guys. It's a complete structure I'm looking at for GBP USD. What do you call this structure in the middle here? What do I normally call it? I'm going to see it in my book. You will not see it in ELLIOTT theory. But what do I call it? This structure inside here. If you know it. It's a connector. Thank you. It's a connector. What is it connecting? What is it connecting? I expect it to connect this move and this move. And after we have had this move, then you notice something. It means that you have had, you notice that you have this retracement level here from this leg, swing high to swing low. That is 61.8% retracement. This is real chart analysis, guy. Move to the downside. Now, where is the target? Where is the target? Let's remove this one. Let's remove this one. Where is the target? The target you are looking at to the downside, you can get it in 2 ways. 2 ways. And when you do the two, in most cases, you get the same thing. In most cases, you're going to get the same thing. Let's go. You take extension 2, drop it here, take it here. Assuming it gets to this level, which is 61.8%, drop it. Where is 100 to 123% retracement from here to here? This is where we are expecting GBP USD to turn that by this first method. Let's look at second method. The second method is that you are not going to consider the last swing. You are going to take this swing as a whole because you understand that this is a 3-wave structure to the upside. This is another 3-wave to the upside, and this is 1, 2, and 3 to the downside. So this is W, X, and this is Y. So now, to project the end of Y structure in a WX, you pick it from the beginning, drop it at the end of W, take it back to the beginning of X. Where is 100 to 123% retracement? Look at it here. Oh my God. This is just too interesting. Do you see concurrency in the two methods? So when you have the two methods, concurring with each other, giving you the same answer, what does that mean to you? That means to you that the target is realistic and is sure. So all we are looking for now is not to, you can say that I didn't bother to check GU or anything because I know it's going to still spend time. You're going to spend time in the middle here, all right? You're going to go this way, you're going to correct this way. I want it to correct this way, come to the low, and then come up again. Once you can break this top here, I'm ready. I'll look for the next psychological area and short GU. Possibly 1.3900. 1.3900. That's going to be a magic price for GU short. I've been looking at it to short here. Because the fib level here corresponds to this psychological area. So most likely, even if it goes above this zone, might not be more than 15 pips. And 15 pips drawdown is still reasonable. From there, you get this. From that level to this price, about 400 pips to the downside for GBP USD. So this is how you go about your chart analysis. This is how you go about it. It's as simple as that, guys. It's not complicated. It's not difficult. All right. Let's look at GBP JPY. GBP JPY. If you have any structure you want us to look at, you can see the analysis I did here, right? Initially, I was looking for a bigger structure for GBP JPY. This structure is a known structure to Elliott wave called a running flat. Okay, and after this move, remember when this move happened, I did a video and I showed you that this move that came down means nothing. And can you see? It's just part of the bigger structure for the upside. It actually means nothing, honestly. It means nothing. Can you see? So now we are on continuation, but why I did not call this true is that I marked this place, that is 50 to 61.8%, and expected it to come down to this level before we buy. But see this move as a powerful move. you should know that that will not be possible. So I was supposed to have taken my buy from there. But since I did not buy from there, what we are expecting is very simple. Okay? What we are expecting is very, very simple. Alright? We are expecting a corrective structure before we get in. I'm just expecting a corrective structure. Like this. Something like this. If we see something like this at this level, guys, we are not going to hesitate. We are going to take this pair to the upside straight. So patience is key. You just have to be patient with this setup. Already, our problem is not how to identify good setup. We already know how to identify setup. We understand every move that is happening in the market. So I just still wonder why some of us don't still make money. And that could just be greediness. We know that this pair as is going, you cannot sell, you cannot buy. There is no setup for buy, even though it's bullish. Okay, go and check your RSI. Can you see? Powerfully bullish. But is there setup for buy? No. There's no setup for buy. You know my strategy. The setup has to come not in 1 hour. It has to come in 4 hours. I don't look for setup in 1 hour. I look for setup in 4 hours. And after I've gotten my setup in 4 hours, I check the completeness of that setup from my stochastic. I check the RSI. Is there strength in trading the continuation? If yes, okay. And I step back. I step down to 1 hour to check the position of the stochastic so that I do not buy when the market is doing pullback. Now, if you buy GBP, JPY based on this time frame now, you are buying the pullback. You are buying the pullback because look at the position of the stochastic. It's up. But at times, even if it's up like this in 4 hours, if you buy, you can still be buying. It is only when I come to lower time frame like 1 hour that if you can you see in 1 hour, it has reset to the downside. So even if you buy GBP, JPY now, you will make money. This correction is not ready. What do I say? This correction is not ready. Why do I say it's not ready? Look at 1 hour. Look at 1 hour. I'll show you something. Do you see? Perfect reset to the low. Do you see? Above 50. And it's just even starting. It just retests 50 and it's good. It's telling you that the strength to buy is just starting. Are you getting it now? Look at the price, 152.62. It's just moving from a sub-psychological level of 152.50. And let me shock you again. What is this? What is this, guys? If you know, mute yourself and tell me. What is that? Nobody knows this? What do we call it? What do we call this middle?
Like a connector connecting to.
Correct. Correct. So if this is a connector and it's connecting this move, don't you expect that the second move will be an equivalent value? Don't you think so? Don't you think? It will be. So before any reaction will happen to this play, since we have a connector here, and connector usually happen at the middle, and you have this leg here, most likely that you have the second leg to the upside. So even if somebody should buy GBP JPY now, he might not lose. It might go. Yes, although I don't like to buy that. I don't like to buy it. Okay? But if we have this structure, guys, you can even buy it. Can even buy it. Let me look at it very well. Okay? You have this. You have this. This is a complex B correction. Let me show you why it is a complex B correction. I told you, any move that happens in the market, we have explanation for it. Can you see? This is wave A. Do you see this move? 1, 2, and 3. This is wave B, and then down. This is wave C. This is a complex B correction in the middle, exhibiting the characteristic of a running flat. And then you have this move to the upside. Here, you have the correction. All right? So you have this move here. Since we have not had equal value of it, we are not expecting it to come down. So you can use a very low risk and buy GBP JPY if you want. And let's project the target first. Let's project the target. It should reach this level from here to here, back to here. It should reach this level. 100 to 123 should hit here. This is your target. The target should not be more than here. Because anywhere above here, I don't guarantee it. It might have to correct. Okay? Might have to make a deeper pullback before it goes. Alright? So that is GBP JPY. But since we are already in USD JPY, I don't think I'm ready to buy this because I'm already on USD JPY. Except if my USD JPY is behaving well and it's in profit, no problem, we can do that. Or you can do buy stop, put buy stop at 152.80. Alright, 152.80. Then and target 154. That's 120 pips. And put your stop loss at 152.30. Risk 50 pips. I hope you are getting me. Risk 50 pips. 152.30. Then buy stop 152.80. TP 154.00. Can you see? Do you see what I'm saying? Can you see here? Where is 1.0? What's the value? Value is what? 154.00. Exactly. See, you cannot underestimate the relationship between Elliott wave theory and Fibonacci. You cannot underestimate it. All right? It's just a wonderful tool for market analysis. Wonderful tools. Okay? And I want us to really learn some of these great stuff. Okay? So, we are done with GBP JPY. Somebody said we should analyze USD JPY. USD JPY, it will go, but it's just still playing. You know we are bullish. Okay, we are bullish, but we are getting to the end. We have to be very careful. No, we are not getting to the end, but we might get pullback any moment. You know we are coming here on the weekly. Yeah. See this structure? This wave A. See this structure in the middle? 3 waves down, 3 waves up, 3 waves down. This is wave B. This is wave A. And then we are expecting what? Wave C here. Alright? And then what do you see here? Down. So let's say this is A in brackets. And you know, wave B must always be in 3 waves. We have 1, 2, 3. That's wave B in brackets. Alright? And what are we expecting next? Wave C. Down. So, wave C to the downside. Oh yes. We're expecting here to be what? Our wave C in bracket. Okay? Now, this has become A in bracket, B in bracket, C in bracket. What is A, B, C in bracket? What is it correcting, guys? What is it correcting? It's correcting this move to the upside. It's an impulse to the upside. And after you have had A, B, C in correction, where is the pair going next? It has to go on continuation to the upside. Boom. Everything that will happen in the next 10 years on USD JPY, I have told you now. Go and screenshot this and hide it and be following it. You see that it's going to do exactly as we have forecasted. That's the power of Elliott wave theory. All right. So, but now, where are we to concentrate on? We are to focus on this level, guys. We are to focus on this level. Now, to focus on that level, let's go to H4. Hello, oh, send me message. You are in webinar. Sorry. All right. Yeah. Sorry, my network was interrupted. Okay. So now, yes. So let's look at it now. This is a powerful trend, guys. This is an opportunity in the market where you are where you can recoup all you have lost in the market. When you have a trend like this, you can recoup everything you have lost in the market with a good trend like this. All right, look at it. When it was here, we were there together. I give a trade here. I remember after this correction, you have a move. This correction, I gave this trade. Here, we miss it. Why did we miss it? We were expecting expanding flat. Unfortunately, we did not get expanding flat. Instead, we got a running flat, and we missed this trade. We couldn't pursue it. But we didn't miss this one. Another correction was available here. What do we do? We pull the trigger here. I gave this trade at 108.70. I remember vividly. It's now at 110.78. It has done 200 pips to the upside. It has done 200 pips to the upside. Can you see? And now, even at that level, it's correcting. If you go to check you can see your where's the position of your RSI? Bullish, above 50. Where's the position of stochastic? It has reset to the low. What does that tell you? If RSI is telling you that a pair is bullish and stochastic has reset that pair to the low, you don't even need to go to any other time frame before you pull the trigger. Okay, except you just want to maintain a tight stop loss. That's what will make you to go for another time frame. All right, I have gotten what I want. It is only when I'm confused by what 4 hours is doing in stochastic that I will make reference to 1 hour. Look at it. Look at it. This one above 50. All right, look at it. It's going. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. So now, but let's even still go to 1 hour, H1. Let's see. If you want to have no drawdown entry, you can go to H1. But you see here, this is where I gave the trade. But the trade is just logged since in the night. I saw that reset to the low here. And I gave the trade here. Let's buy. But it has remained in that same place since last night. And it's so unknown. How can we enter a trade since last night and it still remain in one place? It's so embarrassing, guys. So embarrassing. It's as if we don't know what we are doing. And it's market. Market is not moving as far as this particular pair is concerned. But what we are expecting is that you should get a breakout from here. You should get a breakout to the upside. Okay? But it's not going to go far. It might not go far before it will correct. To go to the upside, remember, you have your trend in place. When it goes to the upside, you expect a bigger correction. Just in the form of this one. Like this one. It's going to stay for some times here, correct, then after decent corrective structure there, you push up again. So, well, we might even close our trade on this. It's an entry again. Well, let it just give us like 100 pips or 50 pips. All right, maybe 50 pips. We close. Let it give us a bigger corrective structure in the mode of this one. Then we put the trigger again for the upside. That is a USD JPY. All right. Any other pair? Let me check the chart. Card yen. and then USD card. Card yen and USD card. Card JPY. Okay. JPY, check the weekly. Okay. Weekly. You see the structure? When you want to know what the market is talking about, you have to see that picture. And time without number, I need to do my group. Analyze this pair. Time without number for us. Okay, 3 waves here. All right. You have a connector here. You have 3 waves down here. You have impulse here. So this is W. This is X. What are we expecting? Y to come over here to break this top. Y. Okay? And here has come here. So from here, this move that is down here, we want it to come here, boom, to the downside. This is the forecast on card yen. But then, where are we focusing right now? See where we are focusing right now. We want to complete this structure here to this level. We're about 93. We're at 88. We want to go to 93. That's about 500 pips to the upside. That's what we are focusing. Excuse me. So now let's go to H4 and see what's happening. You see? In as much as I missed this move here, because I was not sure whether it was going to make a double correction. What do you mean by double correction? When we say whether it's going to make double correction, I was thinking it was going to make a structure like this for us to have a push to the upside. But it came and started making this move very bullish. So I was not part of it. I decided to let it go. So what should we need to see? What do we need to see now in order to get involved? So when you see a structure like this, you approach the setup based on expectation of the next pattern. All right? Based on the expectation of the next pattern. So it is either, after making a bullish rally, it is either you give me this corrective structure for me to buy, or after making this rally, let me do it here. After making this rally, you give me this, or I will treat this as a pullback. So if this is a continuation, something will tell me it is a continuation. And what is that thing? If it is this structure, it will come down. But if it is continuation, what am I going to see? Correction here. Correction here. Usually, that correction there is going to come to about 50% retracement of this move. Boom. What level? 50%. Boom. Simple. Oh, can you see? You can give us a structure like this that is correctively coming to this level. It means that here is the end of this pullback of this rally. Here is the end of the pullback. This is a move on itself. And you will not be wrong if you call this one with 1 and you call this one with 2. Alright? And then the breakout from here, you are on your way to what? With 3. After with 3, you still have correction, and then with 4. So some of you that usually close your trade after with 3, don't do that again. Immediately you identify with 1, with 2, and you know you are with 3. Once you enter from here, just leave it, because a correction will come and it will still push up. It is after that push up you can close your trade. Somebody getting it clearly now. This is what people will not tell you, but I am telling you today. That is how you look at the market. That's how you approach the market, and it's as simple as that. That is it about card yen. These are the two things you should be expecting. Either you expect this 3 waves corrective structure and you have a push to the upside, or you see correctively come to about 50 to 61.8% of this move. In that case, here is not part of the corrective structure. Here is the whole correction to the downside. And how do you view it as whole correction? It means that this is a 3-wave pullback here. That's the end of the correction. You have a push to the upside, and then you have correction, and then you have more push to the down or to the upside. Okay, so that is it about card yen. Somebody mentioned USD card. Okay, USD card. And then let me say one more thing about card yen. You see why this what trigger this move in card yen? I'll show you now. You see, go to US oil. It's correcting, but is it correcting downward or correcting upward? Wave move, you are seeing this correction happening here. Correcting upward or downward? Is it correcting upward or correcting downward?
Correcting downward.
It just had that this move and it's doing like this. Is it correcting upward or downward? It's upward.
Upward.
Correcting upward. So as it's correcting upward, it's showing that CAD is gaining some measure of strength. Okay? Because of course you know that Canada store their reserve in crude. Okay? So anything that makes crude oil to go up, CAD will be strengthened. Anything that makes US oil to go down, CAD will be very weak. Do you understand? But in this case, crude is very strong. Okay, US oil is very strong, but now is correcting upward. Okay, and we can analyze this correction. It's a very simple case. Can you see? Now you have 1, 2, 3. I have taught you this before. When you now have correction up to 50% retracement, just take the next move to the upside. This is a complete structure. Okay? Downside again in the form of this length. Boom. Boom. You have it. Go from here. You go again. It's as simple as that. Anything that will make it not to happen like this is if this is a leading diagonal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If this is a leading diagonal, then bye-bye to downside. Downside will not come. This if you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a leading diagonal in wave 1. All you just need to do is break down in 3 waves to make a wave 2. This leading diagonal here wave 1, wave 2, and then move to the upside to get wave 3. It means that this is the whole corrective structure for US oil. Happiness everywhere. Honestly, it's as simple.
Yes, sir.
It's as simple as I have explained it to you. It's as simple as that. Nothing is difficult. Okay, so because it's correcting upward, that is why you see some measure of strength came in at the end. Can you see? That's why you have this move. That yen has been very weak of late. Okay, yen has been very weak of late. So, alright. So, last but not the least, based on request, USD card. USD card. Okay, let's see USD card. You know, I love this pair so much, but if it doesn't give its move, I just do it. Let me tell you what is going to happen. Go to weekly. This pair is developing a known structure in the weekly, and it's just a simple ABC structure, ABC flag. This is a connector. You have this move, you have this move, you have this move to the downside. Here, I want you to tag here. Then this move that's coming from here will be replicated here. Boom. And this is what? A, B, and C. But is it there yet? It's not there yet. I want you to tag this low. So we have to look for a corrective structure that will push you to the downside from here. All right? That's why you have to go to 4 hours. See what's happening in 4 hours. Okay? 4 hours. So it's having a buy setup, but we cannot buy at this level because we cannot buy the last leg of a corrective structure. Are we okay now? We cannot buy the last leg of a corrective structure. If you go to my Instagram page, you will see that I gave a buy setup for USD card. It might happen, it might not happen, because at this moment we expect, but I think it will happen because we expect oil to still break down one more time. That is if it's not developing a diagonal. But you can see that it has a correct structure here. You see this? You see 1, 2, 3 here, and you see come down. This is a complete corrective structure for more upside. And of course, you see what happened here. You see another connector here, and you see this move. Balance, right? So this is W, this is X. What are you expecting next? 1, 2, 3. In the size of that one, from here to here, back to here. Where is 100% retracement? We expect this guy to turn here. That's all. Theoretically, we expect it to turn at that level. But because this is, we are expecting to sell, that's why I cannot call it buy at this level. I could call it buy here. But for me to call it buy here is difficult because we are very close to where we want to turn. You see, the same thing that happened when it was here, I call it buy. 1, 2, 3. Here, I say this is a structure. We should buy to the upside, take this leg. And when it was going like this, some guys say, is this ELLIOTT theory correct again? I just laugh. Can you see? It's coming back to that place I forecasted before. This level. It's coming back. Okay? And maybe I might just decide to take small risk and buy this. Okay? Put my stop loss here. 25, 25. No, I'm not interested. I'm not interested. Okay? Not interested. Let me wait for the sell. When the sell comes, we'll do it together. I'm not interested in that buy. Okay? Not interested. But if you want to take it with small risk, you can do it. Let's test our indicator and see whether our indicator cooperates with this trade. All right. What's the indicator saying? RSI 50, correct. Stochastic reset to the low, correct. You don't even need to go to 1 hour again. Once this has given you the answer, okay. You don't in 1 hour. You don't look at the strength again. You only look at look at this one resetting to the low. Here will have been your best entry. Best entry was here. Boom. Boom. Okay. Best entry was there. But if you know you want to buy, put your stop loss here. Put your stop loss at 25.33 and you buy at 25.91. That's about 50 something pips. Okay, and target the level I showed you. This is another trade setup. Okay, that's a trade setup. You can buy if you want to buy GBP USD card. If you want to buy, I'm not buying because I've already had enough trade. I don't need to buy this. Okay, now this one will be difficult. Okay, so but if you have not had enough trade, you can risk small and then buy it to this level. From here, anything from here, you expect a drop to the downside. Okay? Any other question before we go? Any other question before we go? So what I'm teaching you guys is a classical chart analysis. Classical chart analysis. Real ELLIOTT theory. Okay? Combining with patterns that is identifiable. This pattern is identifiable. That is why if you want to trade, you can decide to trade this. If we fail, if this market, if we lose this trade, it's not because our setup is wrong. It might be because there is a fundamental that goes against us. So it's not every time you lose trade that you did not analyze well. No. Fundamental can go against you and make you go wrong on that trade. And doesn't mean that you have not analyzed well. And sometimes it also means that you have not analyzed well. Is that okay now? So we have done justice to it. If you want to buy USD card, you can do. If you want to buy GBP JPY, you can do. No risk GBP JPY. Alright. Can do to the upside. Honestly, you can do. I'm serious. These are based on theoretical guidelines, and they have fulfilled all theoretical guidelines. Have a buy trade. Okay? Why not? But you just sluggish. That's my problem. It's sluggish. The MPA right now are looking sluggish. They are not looking strong. But I think it will do well. If you put your stop loss here, buy it to that level indicated before. Okay, any other question? I think we have done 1 hour interacting together. If there's no other question, I think we can call it a day from here. Mr. George, how are you today? How is UK? Hello, Mr. George. He's not hearing us. How is UK now? Okay, fine. I believe. Thank God the government has released you guys to go out. I rejoice with you. All right.
Hello,
Yeah.
quick one.
Yes.
Yes. What
Yes.
you said it could be a buy. What would be the entry point, roughly?
GBP JPY. We have said it that if you want to enter GBP JPY now, just go to your stochastic. Stochastic is quite nice. If you enter it now, if you trigger your entry now, it doesn't mean anything. You can trigger. I don't look at some of these things. In as much as your stop loss is here, all indicators and the charts, everything is telling us that we are going to have a leg. This leg here, we are going to have equivalent leg here. That's what it's telling us. That's what we see. Just like when Babalawo, the one we watch in the film, I don't know any. When we watch in the film, when you see them, all right, when they okay, for the sake of people that are not Yoruba, they are soothsayers, okay. What they see, on the ground is what they tell you. It's not what they think. So what I'm saying here is not what I think. It's what I'm saying. And based on what I'm saying, all right, based on what I'm saying, what we can do here is we can take a buy, because you have your RS, your stochastic on 1 hour has to be set to the low. Your strength is strong on 1 hour and it's very strong on what? On 4 hours. So taking a buy from this level is not a mistake. At least you should catch 100 pips to the upside. Is that okay? Are we okay?
Yeah, that's
All
fine.
right.
Yeah, well,
Okay. So any other question? Okay. So let's call it a day so that we go and please monitor your trades. All trades I have given, all of them are in blue, except Euro CHF is to tracing, but it's going to go. And then USD JPY is at entry, but it's going to go. Yamatati, NAS 100, US 500, all of them are powerful. They are going as forecasted. All right. So do have a lovely day, guys. Cheers.
Thank you, Ned. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
thank you, sir.
Yeah.